All right, guys, today we're going to talk about compound inequalities. As we move through, you need to take notes. And as you take notes, pause the video at any time so that it doesn't get ahead of you. Our goal is to solve and graph inequalities containing the word and or. Vocabulary that you need to know is compound inequality and interval notation. When two simple inequalities are combined into one statement with the word and or, the result is called a compound inequality. The compound inequality is the result of combining two inequalities. The words and or are used to describe how the two parts are related. A Venn diagram is just a visual way to look at how these are related. So in the diagram, set A represents some integers where x is less than 10. So if you look, everything over here, 1, 2, 7, 9, -4, -1, and -17, all of those are less than 10. And that's what represented in set A. The overlapping set B represents all integers that are greater than 0. So if you look at set B, 12, 15, 25, 7, 1, 2, and 9 are all included in set B. Those are all considered greater than 0, or we know that those are all greater than 0. The overlapping region represents numbers that belong to set A and set B. So the ones in the middle here, 1, 2, 7, and 9 are both less than 10 and greater than 0. Those numbers are solutions of both inequalities. This can be written with 0 less than x, which is less than 10. An inequality can also be represented on a number line. You can graph solutions of a compound inequality involving the word and by using the idea of overlapping regions. The overlapping region is called the intersection. Where two things intersect, they overlap. And this is shown on the number line below. So on the first line, the first inequality here, this is x less than 10. So you can see there's an open circle and there's an arrow pointing to the left, which means less than 10. And you can see 10's here on the bottom. The second inequality, x greater than 0, so here is an open circle, means 0 is not included, and everything to the right of x is shaded. That means all x is greater than 0. And then if you look at the part in between, this is an and statement, the overlapping region represents all x's that are between 0 and 10. All right, a Venn diagram, kind of looking at how things are represented here for an or statement. In this diagram, set A represents some integer solutions of x less than 0. And set B represents integers that are greater than 10. The combined shaded regions represent numbers that are solutions of either x less than 0 or x greater than 10 or both. So as you can see, all of these numbers are less than 0, all of these numbers are greater than 10, and both areas are shaded because all of these numbers are in A or B. How these look on a number line? So if you graph x less than 0, again, here is 0. We're going to have an open circle because 0 is not included. And less than means everything to the left of 0 is shaded. The second line represents x greater than 10, open circle. Everything to the right of 10 will be shaded. Now, an or statement means the combined regions are the solution. So you can call this a union. That is a math term you see sometimes, union, which means you join the two parts together. So the third graph here represents all x less than 0 or greater than 10. So that's why these look this way. All right, some key points to know. All right, words, if it says all real numbers greater than 2 and less than 6, you know that's an and statement. So it's going to be an overlapping region. The area, the shaded region, will be in the middle. Since this is greater and less, that means these are open circles here. Okay, and we can write an and statement as 2 less than x less than 6. That's two different ways to write this. The second one says all real numbers greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 6. Because it says greater than or equal to, that's why these have a line under them, and that's why these dots are shaded. So the difference here is that these are greater than and less than. These are greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. At the bottom it says all real numbers less than 2 or greater than 6. So now we have less than 2, open circle, shaded to the left, or greater than 6, open circle, shaded to the right. The next one, the only difference is all real numbers less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to means we put the line under it and we shade the dot. And or x greater than or equal to 6. So we also have that included as well. So x greater than or equal to 6 means a solid circle shaded to the right. So again, these are less than or greater than symbols. These are less than or equal to, greater than or equal to symbols. Just a little table to help organize that thought process. All right, example, write a compound inequality for each statement. All right, so a number x is both less than 4 and greater than or equal to -2. So the first thing we need to see is it's an and statement. With an and statement, I know my variable is going to be in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and write, since it says a number x, let's use x. So a number x is both less than 4, so x less than 4, and, that's how we knew the x goes in the middle, greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to has a line under it, -2.5. Now, B part, a number t is either greater than -1, so t greater than -1, and this or means you have to separate it with an or, less than or equal to, so t is less than or equal to -7. All right, and I even have the answer out here at the end for you. All right, take time to make notes and then continue. All right, now it's your turn to try this. So I want you to pause the video and read these and try to write the inequalities down before I do the answers. So just hit pause, and when you have an answer, then continue. All right, we want to write a compound inequality for each statement. A number t is both greater than 9 and less than or equal to 18.5. So a number t is both greater than 9, t is greater than 9, and less than or equal to 18.5. So check your answer and see if you got that correct. B part, a number y is greater than -5. Y is greater than -5. Or, means I have to write or here, less than or equal to -1. So what is less than? Y is. Y is less than or equal to -1. All right, again, pause this, check your answers. If you have questions, make a little question mark on your notes, and please contact me to ask for help.